Now let's go a little deeper with Adam and Eve today. We know that the Old Testament tells how God deals with man's disobedience. Adam and Eve equates to us today in many ways. And I'm going to give it to you the way God has been revealing it to me all night and to today. First of all, one question. Adam, Eve, Satan, who came in the guise of the serpent, none of them did one thing: accepted accountability. Everyone passed the buck. And we do that today. It probably would have went a lot easier if each one would have said, yeah, I did this, or I did this, or I did this. But each one was blaming the other one. Adam and Eve and Satan in the guise of the serpent served the first karmic debt of any human. God judged them all. The serpent was faced to slither on its belly from this day forth. Women were forced to endure great pains during childbirth, and man would work from the brow of their furrow. And that means they would have to suffer to make a living. God's sovereign. But it's important to know now God's grace, mercy, and love he had for Adam and Eve. He didn't give up on them. He just put them out of a position to go back into the Garden of Eden because they might do something else again, because now they know the knowledge of good and evil, and they're going to naturally seek evil. This tells us that God did the same sentences that God placed upon Adam and Eve, they follow down to the generation. God punishes through the generations. So we need to remember that when we make mistakes, we incur generational curses. But God has so much grace and mercy in his sovereignty that he always lives in every family. He always brings in a curse breaker. Of course, free will is at play in this. God is in the soul saving business. His whole opportunities, his whole purpose is to reconcile man to him. For us to recognize that he should be at the head of our lives. It should be about God's will, not our will. So remember that Adam and Eve served the first karma. They didn't want to accept accountability, but through God's grace and mercy,